turned 27 at the beginning of this month, and it feels like I really haven't done anything with my life. I know I'm still relatively young, however, I just know that I feel like I should have more out of my life and should be doing much more. I know I've done a few things and I've learned a lot of different skills, but I'm not where I want to be in my life. My delusional self feels disappointed from my materialistic self, basically. I feel like there's like a disconnect between the two of them of how I actually want to live in my mind and how the material world is just not what it seems to be or where I want it to be. There's so much I want to do in my life, but I just feel stuck. If you've been following this channel, you know I lost my job around beginning of April or maybe around mid-April. I kind of forget of when I did lose my job, but now I'm starting a new job in August. This unemployment has kind of been a little rough lately just because of like money purposes and stuff like that. And you cannot, follow your dreams and accomplish a lot in the span of like a few months, especially if you don't have a lot of money just to back behind you. Um, I mean, it's not the best job that I've ever gotten, but I'm hoping I can get back on track and just have like more income coming in and not feel stressed about all that other stuff about mortgages and food and groceries and bills and all that stuff. At my old job, my goal was to pay off my condo in the next few years because I thought that was something I could definitely do. And then I can have someone rent it out because I was making decent money and my condo isn't the most expensive thing in the world. So I thought if I just kind of, you know, just saved up some money and didn't spend my money as much as I really wanted to, then I really figured I could probably pay it off in the next few years. So I guess you could say I have bought a condo before, so I have done things in my life. However, I just kind of feel stuck because I feel like I can't really move anywhere. And everyone's always been telling me that I can just rent it out or Airbnb it, but I feel like the mortgage itself is a little too expensive for me to even like be profiting off of it. So, I mean, who knows? I could be wrong. But I don't know. I just kind of feel stuck a little bit just because I've lived in Colorado all of my life ever since I was like I wasn't born here, but I've just lived here most of my life, probably like 26 years of it, 25 years of it. And I don't remember anything when I was a little child. So this is my first memory was actually the house being built when we were building it and we lived here. So um, personally, I would just love to explore the world more. And I thought about moving out of the States just because, I don't know, I feel like the States is always just like a shit show. And I mean, now that I think about it, it's like sometimes I think about like moving out of the States and then I just kind of realize I feel like no matter where I move, it's just going to be like the same thing, just in a different place. And I'm not very sure if that's true or not, but we'll kind of see where things go. I really want to learn a few languages before I die and be around different cultures quite a bit, just because I have been out of the country and it's just like I've lived here for so long to the point I'm just like, well, now what? I don't want to be stuck here and like not do anything that I want to do with my life. And I have a Greek background, so I have like Greek family and stuff like that. I just never actually was able to learn Greek because my dad never taught me or anything, which is kind of annoying and disappointing. But I will still go out of my way to actually learn Greek. And there are probably some other languages I just kind of want to learn again, maybe like French, just because I took it in high school, some Spanish as well, just because Latin based languages are probably relatively easy to learn. Um, I think it would be sick to learn like any maybe like South Korean or anything like that, just because I've been watching a lot of Korean dramas, and it is something that has interested me. And I think moving out there would be kind of sick as well. Um, I heard it's very hard, and that is something I would probably have to learn how to deal with and all that stuff. In all honesty, I kind of just believe I'm like a perpetual wanderer because I feel the need to walk everywhere. Like I love going for walks. I do it a lot. I honestly, ever since I've been unemployed, the most amount of steps I've like average a day is like 10,000, 20,000 steps a day. Like I do walk a lot just because I like to be around and just, even if it's like really hot, I'll just suck it up and kind of just deal with it. Or I'll just wait until it's nighttime and stuff. And I don't know. I just like to think and wander around. I feel like that's just like what I enjoy doing. I get a lot of ideas from it, and that's how I come up with like these videos, or if I get like inspiration from other videos and stuff like that. And personally, I just really like doing this alone. Like I don't really want to have to feel what's the word? Not burdened, but like I don't want to feel like attached to any like materialistic thing or like person long term because I do want to move around. Of course, I have my friends and family I do care about, but I just would like to try new things and see where they take me and stuff like that. I mean, it kind of just feels natural to me. That's just what I've just been kind of feeling lately. I have learned a lot of decent skills. Like I've learned to design like streetwear clothes. I make art a lot. I love making music. I like DJing. I know how to play a few instruments relatively well. I'm not like any savant or anything like that because I have other things I want to learn. It's not like if I just like focused on guitar or something, then I'd probably be really good at it and be like a Tim Henson or something, even though that's a whole nother thing if those videos are fake and stuff. But I know how to edit videos. I know some graphic design and illustration, and I do like drawing on like my iPad and stuff. I've been selling some art prints and stuff here and there just because they're just goofy and it's easier to do compared to like original pieces and stuff. It's not like I don't do things in my spare time. I keep myself relatively healthy. I know how to cook decently well. I can cook myself a few good meals. I go to the gym regularly. I'm not a big gym rat or anything. I just go to go. Personally, I would love to get more of my exercise out of other things rather than the gym, but I haven't had a job yet, and I kind of have some ideas of what I want to do. But once I get a job, I'll kind of think about how I want to maybe take some classes or like I don't know, do something else that isn't just moving weight all the time. So I don't really know kind of what I'm like doing. Like I think I'm doing everything right, I guess. Like everything's going well, but it just feels like so structured and disciplined and to the point where I'm just like, well, okay. And I feel like I'm not really where I wanted to be anyways with all this discipline. So it's kind of just like it doesn't really make sense. I don't know. It's like how does that quote go? I guess this one kind of came up to me just because I like learning a bunch of new things. It's like the jack of all trade is a master of none, but still better than a master of one. I don't even know if that's true or anything. It's just I like learning so many things, and I do like the learning curve and all that stuff. And I try and find time for mostly all of this stuff eventually. Um, I kind of have to switch off like days of how I do things, and now it's kind of turned into weeks because once I get my job, I'll try and figure out more of a schedule for everything. But I would like to focus on maybe one skill more than others. Um, it's interesting because art and my clothing design is what makes me the most money throughout the year, and I do love making music, but music just does not make me a lot of money that much. Of course, when I get gigs and stuff, that's kind of like how I make my money and kind of stuff like that. And I do have a bigger following through my music and stuff, but I don't know. It's kind of what I'm trying to figure out if I want to do one or the other more. I just might it might just be easier to focus on one and build the other ones up around it slowly over time. It's kind of what I was thinking, and I don't really know if that's actually going to get me where I need to be though. Sometimes I just think I spread myself too thin, even though I love doing all of it. And I don't know. I feel like if I spent all of my time on one skill, then I would be a lot farther along of where I am today. So it's kind of hard not to feel down about it. But where I want to live is just kind of, or like how I want to live my life is just perpetually in my head all the time, just living in my head rent free. Because the life I'm living now is not acceptable to me. And it's not, honestly, it doesn't feel normal to me at all. And then again, I don't have a specific or not definition, a specific destination of where I want to be. Even though I have goals, it's just like I don't really know what that entails or how my life will change because I've never felt or seen that. Part of me just believes that this is where I'm supposed to be, and I'm just moving the ball very slowly, and then that I will get there eventually. And I don't even know where that there is, so that's kind of just something I've been thinking about as well. Um, Another thing is just like I think unemployment is just getting to me at this point, and I'm just getting stressed about money. But at least I'll have a job soon. Then I'm starting in August, and I'll be working again. Then all of my time is going to be taken up from a job I probably don't care about. But this just gives me more reasons to find a way out. I still stand of not working a 9 to 5 if you can, because I don't want to do that for the rest of my life, and I'll probably get out of it eventually. I just don't know when. I guess the only thing I can do now is exist where I am right now and keep working on things that bring me life. Because honestly, what else am I supposed to do? I have my creatives going for me, so I might as well just keep at it and just kind of see where it goes because what else am I supposed to do? Thanks for sticking around if you made it this far. I'm currently doing side quests in Emerald and wanted to finish a few things before I fight the seventh gym. Usually the seventh gym in Emerald is like the hardest one, So we'll kind of see how that goes. I think my team is relatively built up and very diverse, so hopefully I can actually win on like the first try. We're almost at 100 subscribers, which is actually really cool. And I've made about 40 videos almost, which is kind of crazy. I didn't think I would make it this far. I thought I would have quit way earlier because I don't know. I just feel like I've tried YouTube before and I just haven't really gone this far. And I keep seeing this channel grow very slowly. So I'm just wondering if I'll ever blow up. I really like these commentary channels. I watch them a lot. A lot of them are very Call of Duty based, which is cool and all. So I try to, do a little change up with like Pokemon and stuff because that's what I used to play. Even though I used to play a lot of Call of Duty too, but I don't know. Check the description for more of me if you guys are interested. If you did like this video, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how you guys are feeling in life. Maybe if you feel a little bit lost or kind of have like a direction of where you want to go. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.